Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hanksters Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. America's #1 choice for premier collector cars for over 30 years. Well, this is a little different, starting out at the back of the vehicle as opposed to the front. The reason we do that is because in today's presentation, the drivetrain is in the rear. This unit is a Hanksters consignment unit. It belongs to actually a friend of ours, and it is a 1969 VW Sandrail Dune Buggy. It is 1600 cc, 4-speed, orange in color. You know, on these Dune Buggies, there's not really a whole lot to present, but we do a video on them anyways because we do a video on them on all of our cars. So I'll just go over a couple things about the buggy. First of all, obviously your brake lights, reverse lights up here on your roll cage. Gas tank. This is the motor here, and then of course your exhaust, and then obviously the transmission's in front of that. Let's do everything different. Let's go down the passenger side. You have your BFG rear all-terrain tread tires there. The side of the car Sandrail has some cool graphics, cool paint job. I don't know when it was painted, but the paint's really nice on the thing. It's actually probably the nicest. We've had, I don't know, 4 or 5 Sandrails through here over the years. It's probably one of the nicest ones, if not the nicest one we've ever put through. And even the M&M agrees down there. So the seats, kind of a cool seat. Has some racing seat belts in it. Cloth seats, a nice gray color, tastefully done. Manual. E-brake in the center there. Does have a pretty nice gauge package up in the dash. Does have a nice bimini top up here. That's kind of cool. Does have a full front windshield. Plastic, plexiglass, whatever you want to call it. Orange in color with some cool graphics, and Scooby-Doo, where are you? He is right there. So even some cartoon characters to add some character to the vehicle. Does have some mirrors here. You know, street legal, yes it is in Florida. You know, check with your state, but you can plate anything here in Florida. The bottom of the vehicle there, of course, you have your throttle, your brake, and then of course your clutch, and then all of your tubing there for the actual Sandrail. Headlights up front. It's like some Harley Davidson logos up there. The front tires, of course, they are skinnier. They're Nexans. All the tire condition on the vehicle is really nice. Does have a Volkswagen brand there that is riveted onto the frame. Your passenger side, driver's side, you know, it's a Dune Buggy. I mean, you know, it's not a perfect car, but definitely the, again, the nicest Sandrail I personally think we've put through the showroom. You know, it's a consignment piece. You know, the interior is really nice on the thing. Does have the removable steering wheel, so if you haven't been to the gym in a couple weeks or years, you can get in and out of the thing. The bimini top's in real nice shape. It's not faded or dry rotted or anything like that. The paint over the course of the whole body is really nice on the vehicle. I don't see anything where it's excessively peeling or scratched up or, you know, anything like that. Your side panels are in excellent condition. Has a real cool look to it. Pretty cool. 1969 Volkswagen Sandrail Dune Buggy. So let's switch our cars here on our rack. Put this thing up in the air. Again, there's not really much to show you underneath either, but we're going to do an undercarriage presentation for you. And then we'll go drive. We'll see how this fun little toy runs. Okay, underneath our 69 VW Sandrail, we do an undercarriage presentation on all our vehicles. There's not really much to show you on this particular piece, but we're going to do it anyways, so we'll touch on a couple different items you should be aware of. First of all, disc brakes up front on the car. And then you have your skinny tires up front, which have great tread condition and plenty of tread on them. And then the floor pan of the vehicle, obviously all just one solid sheet here. Not really much to show. Obviously in pretty good shape. You can see that in the photos and then of course in the video presentation as well. So the drivetrain for these cars is in the rear of the vehicle. First of all, the transmission. As far as the motor is concerned, a couple problematic areas to look for on your VW rear mount engines here. Rear mains, this one looks to be dry at this time. The bottom of the pan here, or bottom of the motor, I guess I should say, it's not really a pan. Your valve covers are out here. These look to be dry at this time. Driver and passenger. So on your VW motors, pretty simplistic to work on if you do have to work on them. Everything's easily accessible, as you can see. If you need to put a valve cover gasket on it, they're probably 20, 25 bucks for the pair, and you can pop them right off. There's a couple screws here, boom, change them out, and you're done. Pretty simplistic to work on and access. Drum brakes in the rear of this vehicle. You have plenty of tread left on your aggressive, like all-terrain BFG tires. Obviously, this thing's made for mudding, farming, sanding, whatever your purpose is. Here in Daytona, obviously, we have beautiful Daytona Beach. I've had people in Texas buy these things for their farms. I've had, all kinds of different purposes. Running around the cabin up north in Kentucky or Ohio somewhere. 10, 15, 25 acres, all kinds of different uses for these sand rails. And this is a pretty cool one that we have here at Hanksters Daytona. How are you going to pay for this thing? Well, if you're a cash buyer, cashier's check from your bank or bank wire transfer. If you want to finance this vehicle, the collector car lenders we work with will not do it. Simply because you have to have insurance in place on the vehicle that lists the lien holder as the lost payee, and it's really hard to put a value on something that's custom built like this. Therefore, a lot of insurance companies won't do it. Now, I'm not going to say everyone won't do it. You might be able to find one that'll do it, but your best lending option for this is something like either a home equity line of credit. Lightstream is a lender. Check them out. You can apply for a loan through them. It's an unsecured loan. It's basically, just like a signature loan type deal for people with a little stronger credit score. Or you may have a bank or credit union that is willing to lend for you. Maybe you've done business with them a long time. You have a good working relationship. But typically, our collector car lenders are not going to lend on this vehicle if you do need financing. Once the vehicle is paid, we're not inspecting it because it's a consignment unit, so it's ready to go. If you need assistance with shipping, we can certainly help you with that for a small brokerage fee. We will set up the shipping for you and all the shipping logistics, and if you have your own trailer or you have somebody to transport the vehicle for you, you're more than welcome to do that. And then of course, if you are local to us here in the Sunshine State, you can certainly drive this thing home. I don't know if I'd recommend driving it very far. It's all open. So, but you can definitely drive it if you're somewhat close to us here in Daytona Beach. We're going to go do that right now. Let's set our sand rail on the ground, or we'll take it on a little test drive and show you how it runs. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm 5'11". This thing's not built for tall guys, so 6 foot's about the max. Because the head, well, I guess you can take the bimini off, stick your head up the ceiling. Horn. That is your headlights. I can't show you that from my perspective, but they work. And that's your turn signals. They work too. Just you can't see them. 7,484 miles. Maybe since it's built, not sure. Don't care. It's a toy. Tack. Oil pressure. Temp. Battery voltage. E-brake. 4-speed. That's it. Let's drive. This thing is cool, but it was not built for shooting audio. Exhaust, wind, but real cool piece. I mean, drives nice, rides nice, not popping. I'm not going to do much talking. I'm just going to take it up here and run through the gears. Speedo works. Brakes work. The speedo's about 5 miles an hour fast. We were reading 50, doing about 45. That's my guess. You know what, when Greg asked me to consign this thing, I wasn't really big on it, but this thing is pretty cool. I actually like it. I was doing at least 55. I can't believe how well this thing holds the road. That's pretty incredible. You know, usually you get a lot of bounce or a lot of sway. It's right at the road. Very cool. We get to do some cool stuff down here. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach if you are interested in the sand rail. And actually, after driving it, I'm interested in it. This is cool. If we don't sell this thing, I may just buy it. We have a beach here I can use it on. At full retail price, this car does not include shipping or a warranty because it is a consignment piece. Again, we can assist with the shipping if you need it. Other than that, you're on your own. 1969 VW Sandrail Dune Buggy. Hanksters Hot Rods, Daytona Beach, Florida. Check us out.